Hello and welcome to the USA News Updates. Here are today's top stories. The government of the Gambia has announced its interest in learning from Rwanda's IremboGov, a platform in order to improve delivery of government services through technology. The statement was made by newly appointed ambassador of the Gambia to Rwanda, Sarimatha Iturei, on March 6, 2026, after presenting her credential to President Paul Kagame. Ambassador Sarimatha, who will be based in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, said she will prioritize strengthening bilateral relationship between Rwanda and the Gambia. She highlighted the cooperation in several sectors, including education, justice, security, health, and technology. She explained that the Gambia is particularly interested in adopting a system similar to IremboGov Rwanda, the online platform that allows citizens to access various government services digitally. Ambassador Sarimantha noted that strengthening cooperation between the two countries remain key priority. She said that the Gambia hopes to learn from Rwanda's experience in digitizing government services in order to make them faster, more efficient, and easily accessible to the citizen. The ambassador also described Rwanda as a model country for development in Africa and emphasized the importance of increasing trade opportunities within the African continental free trade areas. According to her, the Gambia views Rwanda as a strong partner and is trusted ally, particularly in areas such as public services delivery, transparency, and promotion of African Union. Rwanda and the Gambia already cooperate in several sectors, including security, defense, public services delivery, and information technology. Ambassador Sarimantha also indicated that both countries plan to expand cooperation in security and defense through the joint training, knowledge exchange, and capacity building among our military and policy forces. In addition, the Gambia is interested in collaborating with Rwanda in the field of education, particularly in strengthening technical and vocational training, science education, and academic exchange in rural studies. Shifala noted that her country would like to learn from Rwanda experience in managing refugee return and encouraging the diaspora to contribute to a national development. Ambassador Sarimantha said the Gambia has many citizens living abroad, some as a refugee, and the government hopes to facilitate their return while also encouraging those who remain overseas to participate in the country's economic developments. The United Nations Joint Human Rights Office in Democratic Republic of Congo has reportedly that the country's security forces and the FDLR armed group played a major role in sexual violence against women during 2025. According to the statement released on March 8, 2026, a total of 854 women and 672 girls were raped in the past year. Nearly 18% of these cases were recorded in North Kivu and South Kivu province. The report indicates that armed group, including Wazalendo, Kodeko, FDLR, and ADF, were responsible about 75% of the rape cases. BCNUDH also revealed that 19% of the documented cases involved the member of state security institutions, including the Congolese Army FARDC, the National Police PNC, and the intelligence agency NRA. The UN office further reported that some women and girls were held hostage for a long period and reportedly raped by soldier, police officers, intelligence agencies, and members of the armed group. In some cases, the victims become pregnant. BCNUDH also expressed concern about children born as a result of rape noting that some are rejected by their families and are not registered in a civil records, which increase their risk of recruitment by armed group. The UN agency has called on the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo government and armed group to end the violence immediately release all women and girls being held captive and stop acts of sexual violence. It also urged the government to bring those responsible to justice and ensure that children born from rape are officially registered so they are not excluded from society. The head of state of the East African Community, EAC, has appointed Stephen Patrick Mbundi as a new Secretary General of the regional bloc on March 7, 2026. Ambassador Mbundi replaced Veronica Nduva of Kenya, who has been serving in this position since 2024. The decision was made during the 25th of Ordinary Summit of the Head of States of the East African Community, where leaders agreed to appoint Mbundi for 5 years term from 2026 to 2031. According to regional bloc, the new Secretary General is expected to strengthen diplomatic cooperation among members of states and promote deeper regional integrations. A report from a citizen indicates that shortly after announcement, Mbundi took the office before the summit and immediately assumed his new responsibilities. Before this appointment, Ambassador Mbundi Patrick served as a permanent secretary responsible for EAC affair in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Tanzania. Tabak Khamenei has become a new supreme leader of Iran, assuming power on March 8, 2026, following the death of his father, Ali Khamenei. Mojtaba Khamenei was born on September 8, 1969, in Mossad, Iran. For many years, he remained a relatively low-profile public figure, but within Iran's political system was widely recognized as one of the most influential figures close to the supreme leader due to his family ties and a strong connection with the political and security institution. Khamenei completed his early education in Iran and later finished high school in Tehran. He pursued the religious studies at the Seminary, the most important center of Shiite theological education in the country. There he studied Islamics, theory and Syriac scholarship under senior religious scholars. Over time, he began teaching religious studies and gradually rose within the Scrilical hierarchy. In 2022, he was promoted to the rank of Ayatollah, strengthening his religious authority within Iran political system. During his youth, Mojtaba Khamenei also gained military experience. In 1987, he joined Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and served as a volunteer during the Iran-Iraq War. This experience helped to build his long-standing relationship with the Revolutionary Guards, one of the most powerful institutions in Iran. Although he rarely held highly visible government position, Khamenei developed significantly influence of the supreme leader from 2008 to 2026. He served as a deputy chief of staff for political and security affairs in his father's office, where he reportedly helped coordinate relationship between clerical authorities, security institutions, and conservative political groups. He also developed a strong connection with Iran's Basij paramilitary volunteer force used for internal security. Critics says he played a role in organizing the government's response to a political protest and strengthening security institutions. Because of these activities, the United States Department of the Treasury imposed sanction on him in 2019. Politically, Mojtaba Khamenei is widely considered part of Iran's hard-time conservative camp. His views support the revolutionary principles principle established after Iranian Revolution of 1979, and he favored maintaining strong religious leadership and security institutions within the governance of the Islamic Republic. Following the death of Al-Kameli in late February 2026, Iran's Assembly of Experts meets to choose successor on March 8, 2026. The body officials selected Murtaza Kameli as the new supreme leader of Iran. His appointment has sparked the debates among analysts and observers, with some critics describing its dynastic transfer of power from father to son. However, supporters argue that his religious education, political experience, and long involvement in Iran's leadership institution make him a suitable leader for the country. Those were the latest regional and international developments. For continued updates, in-depth analysis, and breaking news, stay with the USA New Times, your trusted source for global affairs.